Sunshine. It is 10 p.m. and I have slept most of today. So this is like the most awake I've felt at 10 p.m. in a very long time. But it's because tonight is actually my first shift at Starbucks. Working wow, our apartment is a mess. Anyway, working overnight just for today and tomorrow, and then starting next week. She was like, hope you're ready to work. And I was like, yeah, sure. She's like, yeah, you got 34 hours. And I was like, dang, that's a lot for Starbucks. But that's cool. I mean, I need to get back into the swing of money. So I'm only working today and tomorrow overnight, and then the rest of starting next week is normal hours. So I slept like pretty much all day today. It's kind of weird waking up at like 8:30. Which that'll be what it's like for the next few days, and then I gotta try to get my sleep shifted back after that, because Monday I go in at like 8 a.m. So kind of sucks because we only have one car, which normally isn't a big deal, but today I get off at 5 a.m. but Kelsey starts work at 4 a.m. so she's dropping me off with my bike, and I have to ride the bike back. It's only like 3 miles, so I mean it's really not far, but it's still the idea of, and I mean I want to ride my bike because I've talked about kind of maybe doing that as my thing, because I'm terrible at working out at home and stuff. So I started thinking, like, you know, if I ride my bike at work, then that's, you know, me getting more active and stuff like that, which would be really good. So that's kind of a hopeful goal. I know you're thinking, your hair looks terrible. How are you going to go to work like that? In Florida, you have to wear hats, which is weird. So I'll be all Starbucksing it up with a hat on. It's weird, and they're really I don't know what word, like not sensitive, but whatever, about tattoos. So like I went, oh hey Kels, I went and interviewed like with a long sleeve shirt, and like my cross tattoo was like that, and she was like, oh, I see you have a tattoo, how are you gonna cover it up? And I was like, oh, I have sweatbands, which I do. But in Vegas, it was never a big deal. I like rolled my sleeves up in Vegas, but not out here in Florida. They're a lot more strict, so it's kind of weird. I don't know if you saw Kelsey's shirt, but if you remember back at Vanguard, that was my old Psyduck shirt that Jeremy and I made to go watch Pokemon. So still around after like 11 years. So whatever t-shirt company made that shirt, good job. So going back to work, I'm excited. It'll be good, because these last 2 months have been like slowly getting more and more depressed, more and more like feeling like, I don't know, like you're not, like you suck. Because I mean, if no one starts hiring you, people aren't even calling you back, then it's just like, I suck. What am I like I'm useless. So I was getting kind of depressed there, but it's all good now. Back to Starbucks for the 5th time. I don't know if there's a saying like 5th time's the charm, but if there is, maybe it applies here. So hopefully 5 times. I've just decided to stick it out this time around. So Starbucks will probably just be my job until I can do something where I don't need a job anymore, including you know, climbing up the old corporate ladder there. You know, maybe become a supervisor pretty soon. Well, pretty soon. I have to wait at least 6 months, and then I don't know. Maybe transfer out as a ASM, assistant manager, if you will, ass man. Transfer out, maybe to Vegas, maybe to California. Probably one of those 2 places. Couple years or so. So yeah, I know you're excited about us moving back to the West Coast, and we are too. But again, it's not for like a couple of years, so it's gonna be a while. Mostly, I mean, even if we wanted to move back, we don't have the money to move back anyway, so we're kind of stuck here no matter what. But there's still some more things that I want to do out here in Florida, and with Brandon and filming stuff. You know, before we go back, I'd like to do 3 seasons of For the Win. We're in talks of maybe doing an independent film, We got a couple ideas that we're floating around. My newest idea, it's called Bastard Farmers. It's I don't really have the story yet. I just kind of have the hook and the title, Bastard Farmers. The hook is these three brothers meet each other for the first time at their father's funeral because their father had three different families and three different sons, but none of them ever knew each other until he died. He decided to bring his sons together for them to start, a family. And it's about these three brothers who have totally different lives and had no idea and are, kind of trying to figure out how to be a family. It's going to be like a quirky comedy, like most independent comedies are. They're a little weird and stuff. That's kind of the route that we're going to be going for. I don't know if that's the one that we're going to do, but that's, we're talking about that one, so we'll see. I'm also thinking about trying to do some screenplays, because originally I was like, they're my babies, I could never just sell them, but I could see myself just writing something and just selling it, getting money, and I don't care if they ever make it or if they make it and it looks crappy and whatever. I got paid, so I can see that happening. Alright, speaking of writing stuff, I've come back to a decision about game night, which I don't know if this will make you happy or not, but the bottom line is, as much as I want to do game night, there's two things. One, with me going back to work now, which when I worked at Sorensen, I only worked like 3 days a week, but here at Starbucks I'll be working like 5 days a week. So I don't have as much time anymore, and then then we'll have a baby on top of that and stuff, so we don't really have much time. And everyone we know, we can only work on Saturday or Sundays, but then I have to work on the weekend too, and Brandon's really busy on the weekend. So it kind of comes down to, like, we don't really have a lot of time, so we have to really pick and choose kind of what projects we can do, and what projects would be kind of worth it. I think trying to make a movie would be worth it. Doing some more For the Win, since we've already kind of established that, would be worth it. I don't think we can do game night at this juncture. The reason I say you might be excited for it is, maybe that's something we just wait and do. If I move to Vegas, me, you, and we get a couple other people, to give us plenty of time to really fine-tune it out over the time. Plus, I was kind of thinking, if I move back to Vegas, you and I should get working on Superfat, which I think would be really cool. I'd like to play the villain. I think that would be fun. An over-the-top, old-timey villain-ish thing with a twirly pencil mustache, like the kind of black and white guy who ties girls to railroads. Just a thought. Yeah, I thought it would be kind of cool, if because the nice thing is we can start working on stuff and do a lot of pre-production. Obviously not anytime soon, but in the next year or so we can start kind of thinking about things that maybe we want to do if I move back to Vegas. Try to get some stuff out there, and hopefully by then we'll have some more of our own equipment. We'll be able to film some stuff, which would be awesome. But for right now, we just can't do game night. That's not to say we shouldn't keep writing it and keep talking about it. And then we can get some awesome episodes, and then later we can do it, which would be pretty cool. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to add. I don't really feel like I've said anything in this video, but it's been 9 minutes already. I don't know. This Monday, so like 6 days from now, will be 1 month till our baby is due, which starting to feel a little weird. Starting to feel a little like, ooh, well that's coming real soon. I'm just happy I have a job before then, which is good. Whew. So, alright. Well, I guess that's it for me. I'm gonna go poop and then go to work. I'll see you on Friday.